What's up guys, Frankie here, and in today's video, I'm going to suggest 10 items you can buy on Amazon that pay for themselves year-round, which is the only thing better than buying things on Black Friday. At the time of recording this, Black Friday is just 3 days away, although these days it does seem like Black Friday started weeks ago. Am I right? I'm a huge fan of Amazon. If you've watched before, you might have seen an Amazon video or two on my channel. I've made almost a dozen of them, I think. In fact, I finally put together a playlist, so you can check that out next if you want all of my Amazon tips and tricks in one place. But there's a lot of things that I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of paying full price when you can score a deal. I'm not a fan of the idea of telling yourself that buying something on sale is saving money, because at the end of the day, you're still spending money. And because of that, I'm especially not a fan of buying things you don't need, on sale or not. So many people buy liabilities on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, things that lose value over time. So I wanted to offer a sort of alternative today: shopping investments, buying assets on Amazon. With that, today I present my list of the top 10 items on Amazon you can buy that pay for themselves. In fact, if you take this math even further, you could even argue some of these products might actually make you some money. If you can get these items on sale, all the better. Oh, and stick around until the end, because this isn't actually 10, it's more like 30 or 40. You'll see what I mean. Black Friday and cyber deals aside, these are excellent products to buy and invest in because everything else negatively impacts your net worth. Before I jump to the list, once again, my name is Frankie. This is The Money Resolution. I put out videos weekly to help you save money, make money, get out of debt and invest so you can retire on time, or ideally early. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you love it, and let's dive in. So number one, Nespresso machine or cold brew maker, or any other way to make your coffee at home and kick that Starbucks habit to the curb. And that Starbucks habit, that used to be me. And you guys, it was bad. I was spending $3.25 a day on venti iced coffees, plus getting breakfast sandwiches on the weekend and maybe a couple of midday snacks as well, mostly because I was bored and wanted to get out of the office. Spending money when you're bored. Sound familiar? In 2019, I made a commitment: no more Starbucks, and I've stuck to it since. I estimate, by the way, this saves me close to $2,000 a year, but it did take an initial investment or two. First, I bought an espresso machine, and I'll put it on screen since it's too heavy to haul over here from the kitchen. But I did the math before buying it, and all in, I realized this thing would pay for itself in roughly 4 to 5 months if I committed to not going to Starbucks. But it actually gets better. After that, I actually invested around just $20 or $25 for this Takaya, here it is, cold brew maker from Amazon. And this plus free beans, it does help that I switched jobs to a coffee company, meant I was now spending just about 5 cents a day on coffee, even lower than Graham Stephan's 20-cent iced coffee. So again, I love this Takaya cold brew maker. There's a small and a large version. I have been using it, like I said, for almost 2 years now. On to number two, and this is to consider purchasing an HD antenna for your television. 2 items on this list are things that I haven't previously bought, and both of them are things I'm strongly considering, including this one. The other one is number 9, by the way, so stick around. Cut the cord is my recommendation and get an HD antenna instead on Amazon. So the one I'm showing on screen now has thousands of reviews, 4.5 stars, and year-round, even outside of Black Friday, you're gonna find tons of others for 20 to 30 bucks, full price. Now, a friend of mine recommended this one, and we're talking high definition, it says, free HD channels, works with all brands of TVs, and it's made by GE, a super legit brand. There are tons of options again out there, so let me know in the comments down below if you have one that you recommend, because like I said, I am in the market for an antenna. If you go this route and commit to cutting the cable cord, you could save, let's say, $75 a month. That means this would pay for itself in just, what, 2 weeks, maybe less? If your cable costs $75 a month, that's roughly $900 a year. Ouch. And this just in, by the way, Comcast, I just read this morning, might start charging customers extra monthly fees in 2021 for using too much data. Like, are you kidding me? On to number 3, and we're gonna talk about food storage. Stop throwing your leftovers away and wasting tons of plastic baggies and saran wrap, etc. Keep your leftovers so you can turn one large meal, one large dinner into lunch the next day and maybe even the day after that. I'll give you a couple of quick specific products. These things over here. This one is called Bent Go, and it's got little compartments, take your lunch on the go. And this one is by OXO. I'll link these and everything else in the description down below. Now, of course, most of us aren't traveling to the office, but these will come in handy when we do go back to the office. These are dishwasher safe, so I totally recommend them. Also, I do recommend an investment in nice glass Tupperware storage containers. The ones we got are from Costco, but I'm sure you can find the same ones on Amazon as well. And then my third recommendation is actually one of our newest purchases, and I'm honestly most excited about this one to recommend. It's these silicone like Ziploc baggies. We picked these up on sale at Anthropology, but you can also get them on Amazon, no problem. Bigger sizes, but they're in use right now, come with this pack that we got. They can be a little challenging to sort of clean inside, but super, super worth it. You no longer have to buy Ziploc baggies, which can be very pricey. This is great on the wallet and especially great on the environment. I can't believe I'm talking about this on YouTube. What is my life? Number 4 is something I use every single day, a legit water bottle and or filtered water using something like a Brita filter. So most people don't drink enough water, plain and simple, and those that do drink straight from the tap like maniacs. Gross. I'm just kidding. But good, clean, filtered water that can stay cold all day long is an easy solution and a great investment, especially if you're one to splurge on bottled water or you just, again, don't drink enough water. The water bottle that I recommend is by Iron Flask, and I did a ton of research before buying this one, and it's rated nearly the same as Hydro Flask, and it costs less than half the price. In fact, I just looked this one up today, and it is currently on sale for just $20 for the large version. Plus, there are tons and tons of color options, and it comes with the lid with the straw, and I think extra straws as well. And then the rubber bottom is super critical, so it doesn't clink every single time you put it down on surfaces. I fill this up before bed, and when I wake up in the morning, the water inside is still cold. So this thing keeps your water cold for a long time. I did buy a Brita water filter system about 3 years ago, and I've never looked back. You can save on filters, by the way, if you buy these in bulk on Amazon, or of course you could consider skipping Amazon altogether, and you can probably get a better deal at Costco. There's just nothing like filling up an awesome water bottle with clean, cold, filtered water from the fridge. So get on it. There's booze in here. I'm just kidding. Books, number 5, specifically nonfiction books that will help you learn. This is an investment in yourself. You could always, rent or check out library books, and I certainly do that. You can even check out, by the way, at a lot of libraries, Kindle versions of books and send them straight to your Kindle device, totally for free. In a moment, I'm gonna give you a list of books that I recommend, that I enjoy, if you just want a personal recommendation from me. But another way I have to point out to consume books that I love is audiobooks. Now, I'll admit, these can be very expensive on their own and maybe not worth the price in that sense. With that said though, Audible is having a deal right now where you get 2 books. I actually have 2 credits because I just re-signed up for this deal and I haven't picked them out. Looking at that new Obama book, that new Matthew McConaughey, let me know if you recommend either of those. I do have a referral link to Amazon Audible in the description down below as well. That description is going to be packed with links, you guys. So quickly, some books that I recommend about, of course, if you know me, gonna be about business, money, entrepreneurship, productivity, those sorts of things. A bunch of them are on the shelf behind me and I didn't want to pull them down, but back there is Superfans by Pat Flynn. Steal Like an Artist, that's a breeze of a read and I love going back to that one. Playing with Fire, and there's a cool documentary, especially if you're into financial independence. Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. The Simple Path to Wealth, The Automatic Millionaire, which I just recently checked out from the library to reread. Your Best Year Ever by Michael Hyatt, The New Year is Coming. The Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod. Traffic Secrets and Russell Brunson's other books. And of course, the first book on money I ever read, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You can pick it up for like $5 brand new. Let me know if you've read any good books that you think I'd like based on the recommendations I just made. My quick picks are listed below in the description. And yes, I have to plug that I have 2 books on Amazon that I've written. My first one is The Money Resolution. I'm actually coming out with a second edition by the new year. I'll just say that. And then Money You Can Hack It is my newest one. This one came out in June of 2020. Both have 4.8 stars at the moment on Amazon, which I'm just super grateful that people checked it out and liked it. So check these 2 out and support me if you'd like in the channel. and make an investment in yourself. Oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by things. Number 6 purchase on Amazon that pays for itself is actually really 2 things here, which is a bike lock and or phone cases. You know the drill with this one, so I don't need to spend a lot of time on this, but protect your equipment in big purchases like bikes. This could obviously prevent theft and paying out of pocket later. Put these things in a case, lock them up, buy one good phone case or bike lock and call it a day. Keep it simple, you don't need a million phone cases. With that said, I will recommend, 2 phone cases. So if you wanna make sure that you don't need a phone repair this year, the first one is by OtterBox, and this is a commuter line that I used for my iPhone X when it was brand new a couple of years ago. Now that my phone is though a couple years old, and yes, I'm very proud of myself for resisting that new 12, I did move on to a lighter, slimmer case that is by Caseify. So you can find these, I think, buy one, get one half off on Amazon right now as well. Now, in terms of bike locks, I don't know a ton about them, but I like the ones that are U-shaped, and I don't wanna run down to the garage right now to show you mine, but I will put it on screen and link it down below. I suggest the ones that have just the password, the key that you punch in, because I'm really good at losing physical keys. And you might wanna actually consider a bike lock as an investment if you have a motorcycle or moped. I have a moped, and I'm considering getting one as well for that. Number 7, we're gonna have some fun with this one. I'm gonna recommend board games. They're not in front of me. I'll put a picture up in my closet, but it's like a puzzle in there, and you take one out and it looks like everything's gonna collapse. I have a lot of board games. Why am I recommending board games as a good buy? For me, I like them a lot because they keep you in on the weekends instead of you going out and spending money. Obviously, most of us are staying in 2020 on the weekend, but over the last few years, personally, I know I've saved a ton of money hosting, board game night, or again, just staying in to play. If you want suggestions though, I am gonna give you 10 quick picks of our favorite games that we play over and over again that are great, even with just 2 players for the most part. Number 1, this is like our go-to. This is Monopoly Deal. Let me know if you have played this one. Highly underrated, check this one out. Number 2 is Quirkle. Number 3 is Pandemic. A little on the nose, right? We actually played that one last weekend and it's not that weird. Give it a go. Exploding Kittens and the expansion packs that are pretty affordable. Redneck Life, a hidden gem that most people don't know about. Ticket to Ride, that's one a lot of people know about. Machi Koro. Codenames specifically we have in like the duet version. This one's easy to play for 2 players actually with modified rules. Telestrations After Dark is a fun group game, and Wits and Wagers is another fun party sort of group game. With all purchases though, don't go overboard or it's gonna defeat the purpose. I built up my collection that you can see of my closet over about, I'd say honestly maybe 10 years or more. So a couple a year is all that you need. But I am here to say don't feel guilty over investing in a board game you know you're gonna use over and over and over again. Number 9, it's actually a handful of items, but it's anything that helps you be more productive, especially as it pertains to work and or making money. We're talking planners, bullet journals, notebooks, maybe some home tech falls into this category, like a nice keyboard and mouse. I recently actually just got into bullet journaling for my just day-to-day to-do list and note-taking. Now, why I like this bullet journal for my day-to-day to-do list is because my to-do check boxes stay nice and vertical. You know how hard that is when you just have horizontal lines. You know what I'm talking about. Look at those straight lines. Oh, beautiful. I got stuff everywhere. And then about 6 months ago, I did make an investment in a new mouse and keyboard. So I own the MX Master 3, and both of these, by the way, are a dream. The other one is that kind of goes with it is the Logitech MX keys. I should have looked this one up, but I just love, the way that this one types, and the battery lasts forever. And I get really excited to work and use these 2 things. Is this weird? I don't know. I recommend these full stop. Links to these down below. And finally, in terms of productivity is drawer storage. So this can help you reduce clutter and help you just really find what you're looking for quicker in your home office to help you stay more productive. I snagged these ones up recently, super affordable. There was a lot more, but the other ones are in use, bigger ones. Even something as simple like the Echo Dot, and these are very affordable, can help you be more productive. You can probably get the old one for like $20, and this one is, I think, on sale for Black Friday for $35, and this one just came out recently. I actually need to contact them and see if I can get reimbursed since I'm still in the return window. Anyways, I use my Echo Dot to set timers so that I can have some just heads down time, 30 minutes, 1 hour uninterrupted. I also use it to just play my productivity playlist on Spotify, for example. Okay, number 9 is these indoor herb garden things that I have my eye on. This is the other one that I haven't bought. So I just saw these recommended on a different video on YouTube, and I haven't really started research on them, but I'm gonna put a couple on screen that look interesting to me that I did find quickly at a glance. Now, it does look like they range from anywhere from $20 upwards to maybe $100, maybe even more. Plus, with some of these, it looks like you need to provide your own pots and plants, so something to keep in mind. These are a great investment because if you cook a lot, you know that the cost of herbs can really add up. It's especially annoying if you just need like 3 basil leaves, but they force you to buy the whole like $5 bundle, right? Let me know if I should buy one of these, especially if you have one. I should point out that in the summer, we definitely grow our own herbs on our deck, but here in the wintertime, we obviously don't. Well, we have one sad plant out there. And finally, number 10, which might be a little bit obvious, but super important, is at-home gym workout equipment. So if, like many, you've decided to stop going to the gym, and you've even in fact canceled your gym membership or you're considering it, reinvest that money into some home equipment, but not more than you were spending. Let me be clear about that. So some obvious low cost items that we picked up are a mat, but it's just a simple yoga mat. And these can be, I don't know, 20 to 30 bucks. We also picked up some resistance bands. I don't really want to take them out and have to put them back in, but there you go. As well as some lighter dumbbells. Dumbbells can be really expensive, but we picked up some lighter ones. I would also recommend trying out the Facebook like Buy Nothing groups. People are giving away free great stuff all the time on Buy Nothing groups. For heavier weights, what we did about that, I actually ended up keeping my gym membership through the pandemic just to, support the local business. And as a thank you, the gym offered to allow us to borrow equipment. So perhaps that's an option for you. Don't go crazy, by the way, on gym clothes. I know feel good, look good, whatever, but I prefer keep money in my pocket, feel good. That doesn't sound as cool, but it is cool. It does do wonders for your mental health to have a workout routine, especially now. And I'm surrounded by stuff. Oh, I didn't even show these. We have like these huggers for fruit that like go on the ends of open fruit to keep them from spoiling. We even have one for avocados. This should be my thumbnail. That's the list. See, it was way more than 10 things, but I did want to suggest one more way to invest your money instead of buying things this Black Friday or during the next sale that don't hold their value. Maybe consider skipping Amazon or shopping on Black Friday altogether and invest in yourself via education. And I can actually help you with that. I am excited to announce my new online financial education course, Save Money Resolution, is available for purchase now. I poured all of last weekend wrapping it up and it's ready. I'm so pumped. It's over 2 hours of video lessons from me that you won't find anywhere else. Plus slides for every lesson, notebook activities, and lots more. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna be your guide to saving your first or next $10,000. You are gonna learn a lot more than how to save money with Save Money Resolution. Head on over to themoneyresolution.com to learn more and watch the trailer, which I just posted last night actually. Plus, I'm gonna try to put up a video or two as a preview so you sort of get a sense of what to expect. I poured a ton into this, a ton of time and energy. I'd honestly guess probably over 100 hours, and it does come with a money back guarantee. I stand behind it. There's nothing to lose, but there is a ton to gain. I hope you'll consider checking it out, and because Black Friday is this week, and I personally try not to pay full price for anything, I will offer you a discount code. Use code BF half off to save 50%. And I'm actually gonna let that half off code run through the end of 2020 because I think this is the perfect thing to pick up in terms of jumpstarting a New Year's resolution. Even though I do aim to save half of my income, I love spending money as much as the next person. But I especially like spending money on assets, not liabilities that lose their value. Hopefully you got some value out of my list and it helped you rethink how to prioritize your shopping on Amazon this year and going forward. And again, that was more like 35 or 40 items, and I will link to all of them in the description down below. Those are all affiliate links, so clicking on those to shop cost you nothing, but it does support me and the channel. My name is Frankie. Subscribe to The Money Resolution if you want finance videos weekly like this. Like this video if you like this video, and know that I would like your like if that was a thing that I could do. I do try to reply to all comments. Let me know what you've bought on Amazon that paid for itself, especially if you have any recommendations for that antenna or an herb garden. Be smart out there shopping. Be safe if you shop in store. Wear those masks, and I'll see you all next week on the next one. Wow, that's an obvious one. Masks. Buy masks. That is a great investment. Preventative healthcare is a great investment. If you protect your phone, screens, bikes, and things, why wouldn't you protect your health? Okay, Dad. I sounded like a dad this whole video, didn't I? I got lots of dad jokes. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.